The vast majority of people coming into the country are coming from Britain, through the north of Ireland, into the state. 85% at least are coming through. Now, the last parliamentary question I asked you, you said that you didn't know, that you hadn't got that information. That is worrisome, and it needs to be fixed. The other aspect I will say in this is to deal with this issue and not look at the 85% of people coming through Britain is a problem. So we do need to go to Britain and to the government in London and try to work out a process that when a person wants to apply for an application for asylum here in Ireland, they do so when they move to the island and vice versa, because there are flows in both directions. It's in London's best interest to be able to know who's coming onto their island, and it's our best interest to want to know who's coming onto our island. One of the questions I often ask you is, many people actually leave when get a deportation order. Stock answer at this stage is, we have no exit checks. And the reason we have no exit checks coming into this country is because we have a border, unfortunately, in the middle of our island. So the only way to actually resolve this whole situation is not this particular bill. This is only a part of it, a minor part of it, a minority part of it. The vast majority of it is to regularising who's moving from the island of Britain onto the island of Ireland. And, you know, that's not just a chuckle, Minister. That's not just a difficult situation that can never be achieved. It is a real fact that has to be dealt with at some stage by this House. It's bigger than this bill. 5 or 6 times bigger than this bill in actual numbers. So that's one thing that pretty much everybody's missing when they talk about this issue. The second issue here is, we also need to make sure that we realise that laws without enforcement mean nothing. And, you know, we have a parliamentary question I put into you there on current law. The Dublin 3 system shows that about 2% of the people who were entitled to return to other countries, who have applied for asylum in other countries initially, actually get returned by this government. So even with the laws that you have, you're not implementing those laws, and creating new laws does not make certain that you're actually going to implement them either.